Isolation Nation, welcome to Prop Headquarters. Today will be the origin story of my leg of the quarantine, and we will slowly unveil where I get my madness. I am at my parents' house in my father's office. Anything about me? You guys are just seeing one wall of it. Maybe if you're lucky and you're good, boys and girls, you will see all the other walls by the time this show is done. Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars. Anybody want a hockey puck? I think you get the point.
I don't think we're able to see any of the wall.
That's a good point also. That's a very good point also. I have a lot to do, so I'm going to kick it to the next leg here. I'm just going to play my miniature Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Does that work? It works. Holy shit.
And I'm pretty damn good at it, bro. Boom. Look at this. I ate a pellet. I'm about to get me some ghosts. While I do that, let me introduce the second leg of the four-legged tripod. That is the quarantine on the social distancing social club. Please, I just died. Please give a warm welcome to Steve Hofstetter, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Hello. That is the quickest I've ever had to change backgrounds. Good to see you guys as always. Thanks for being here. If you want to support the show, you can. You can send us a Venmo, top right of the screen. You can PayPal, laughfromhome.com. You can super chat, of course, and don't forget. Not only is it Pac-Man Day, but it's also Friday. So we're celebrating. It's Friday. This is Fridays. I didn't want to do this.
Wait a minute. Not only is it Friday, my parents are literally doing a ribs barbecue in moments, but also in honor of the third leg that I'm sure you're about to introduce, since it is Friday. Oh, shit.
Unfortunately, his father has had that can of Bud Light there since 1983, but... That said, it is time to introduce another leg of the quarantine.
Still tastes like Bud Light.
Speaking of barbecue, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
Hey, this is the best. This is the quickest I ever had to change my jacket. So this works out. I'm glad you guys are in. Hey, I got a beer too. Let's drink a little beer here, Ben. I'm excited. Happy Friday, brother. Boom. Let's do it.
And I know people probably don't think we didn't plan that, but we don't have meetings, and we did
no.
not plan anything.
I literally just ran into my bedroom fast as hell, and Chrissy's on the bed like, what the fuck? I'm like, I need my Batman jacket. Let's go.
I think now we can tell that's true because you just went fast as hell.
Oh, no, I'm way out of breath. I should not be this out of breath for running to my closet, which is like literally 14 feet away, but it was a sprint, my friends. That's the fastest I've moved in a while. So Rachel, Queen Rachel, you're here today. How you doing, Queen?
Queen.
That's all I've got. That's all I've got.
I love that.
I'm good, thanks. Happy to be here.
Hi, Rachel. Nice to meet you.
What the fuck?
Meet you.
I really thought I was like, you know what? Instead of my usual Rebecca Black Friday background, I'm going to have like a background from Fridays, and man, this is going to be the hit of the show. Nope, I'm fucking wrong. Not even close.
Not to get political, but I'm pretty sure Rebecca Black is not what they meant by Black Lives Matter.
That was, you know what's amazing about that? Bowers and I told Bowers, this is why he's falling out of his chair right now. I told Bowers I didn't want to have the Rebecca Black background on so no one would make that joke. But you weren't at sound check, so that's why you don't fucking know that I said that.
I also
You
don't watch
buried
the
under
show, so I'm
18.
unaware that I made that joke.
You were buried under 18,000 Dodger bobbleheads, so it's hard for you to make it.
Under 18,000
And Taylor just
Dodger
texted us that
bobbleheads.
Maddie Sklar is in the lobby, so we gotta.
But I don't want you to think it's just bobbleheads. I also have a metal flamingo, so don't underestimate the power of soup.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, now we know where you got it, and unfortunately, you kept it. So
I'm getting drunk on Dodger wine, you guys.
oh my God, that's what happens when they don't win the World Series.
Yeah.
Nothing on that. I thought that was pretty good, but
I thought that was pretty good.
I mean, it hurt Ben too much for him to laugh at. I get
That's
that.
right. It honestly made my eyes go like.
Oh my God.
You son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Now he's hurting his poor mother because now his dad's like, see, I told you needed all this shit. It's helping our son.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Don't you love our son? He loves our bobbleheads. That's why we have him here. Let's get moving. We did not have an overnight game, at least not one I found. So I went on Twitter. I didn't see the overnight game. That's cool. We do have a game for today. Ben, what's the game for today?
We've got quite a game for you guys today. The game today is come over here, grab a prop, do a Pictionary style act out with it.
That's a great game. But for those who
game.
can't make it to Ben's folks' house,
You're right.
I have a different game suggestion.
Oh, I got it. I remember now.
Yeah.
It's not. That's the game that if you can make it here. If you can't make it here,
Yes.
then the game you want to play today, our game, it's another pun game for you. It's very exciting. We're going to be doing Candy a Song. Now, this can be a song title. Now, this can be a song lyric. Candy it. Put a candy into it. Make it funny. Make it recognizable. If you're choosing some random lyric nobody knows or some song title from the back of some album, we're not going to award you a prize. We're not even going to laugh. But if it's good,
we'll just be too confused.
That's right. That's right.
Ben, what is your parents' address? Can you give me that real quick? I'm gonna head over there.
Absolutely. It's I'm just gonna quickly Google Bauer's address. Hold on.
I'm not gonna make a your mom joke right now. I'm not gonna make a your mom joke right now. I'm just gonna sit here quietly and let us introduce the game.
I think it's a great idea. And
So how does the game work, Ben?
The game, I already said that. But if you want to enter the game, you can enter for free in the comments. Or if you'd like to enter for the grand prize, which is a copy of all 12 of our host albums, as well as a free ticket to the video front row, which anybody can purchase for $10, by the way. We always forget to plug that. But for $10 at laughfromhome.com, you can join us here on the show in our video front row and become one of our regulars, even if you'd like. But you win a free one if you super chat $5 or more. You put your entry in. At the end of the episode, we will choose it. We will choose a winner with our comedians. It's going to be great. This is my father's Kiddish cup from when he was.
I was going to ask if that was your dad's Kiddish cup or if that was the Holy Grail. I wasn't sure.
I think it's actually my grandfather's. Wow.
I love that. Hold on a second. That in the middle of all of that shit, you have a family heirloom, like sitting there among the mini Pac-Man and the Eric Davis Dodgers bobblehead. You have a fucking family heirloom.
And the Chris Mim with a penis head.
What the fuck?
What?
I think that's just the bobblehead fell off. I hope it wasn't made that way. But let's welcome our comedians.
Wait, can I just say one more thing before you welcome comedians?
Yeah. Your finger, by the way, looked like the Chris Mann penis head for a second.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ladies tell me that as well. But let me just make clear that before all your kids got your fancy technology, like Steve, can you do the San Francisco virtual background to show everybody?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Daniel,
you didn't give me the warning.
I should have given warning. My mistake.
Yeah. Here you go. Oh, sorry. Wait, that's DC. My apologies.
Oh.
Here's San Francisco.
Is the president trying to go take a pee?
Hold on. He's got to inspect the bunker. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. He's all of a sudden an inspector. He's an inspector now, this guy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check the quality of the bunker I've never been to. Anyway, before the kids got this fancy technology of virtual backgrounds, I too can transport myself to San Francisco, you guys. That's not too hard to do.
Jesus Christ. All right. Rachel, any super chats coming in before I introduce these comics from San Francisco?
We do. So we had Axel Allen tip the show $5 with just laughing, crying, emoji. And then
That's what we're doing too.
Those are called emojis.
Prakash, $2 to the show and did a popcorn emoji.
There you go.
Nice.
Very cool. Well, we got two great comics with us today, both returning champions. We got Katrina Davis is here. Say hello, Katrina.
Hi.
Katrina.
Hi. Hello, everyone. My name's Katrina. I cannot unsee the base of a bobblehead. Very happy to be here.
If you
Also,
want to see well, it also sometimes looks like this when the spring is still there too.
Didn't need to know that. I don't like any of this. I cannot wait for the episode of Hoarders at Ben's parents' house. It's gonna be great. Can they do Hoarders and Antiques Roadshow in the same episode, and his parents just make like $1 million?
No, here's what happens. The guy from Antiques Roadshow comes into Ben's house and just goes, nothing. Thanks, guys, and then just leaves.
With this nice little pointer. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Making fun of us. They're making fun of us, Jim. I know, buddy. I know, but just keep plugging along. You're doing the show. I know I am, buddy, but I just feel like they're offending us to our very core. Oh, just plug. Stop being such a pussy. You're right.
We also have Adam Mamawala here again. Adam, how are you? Say hello.
Oh my gosh, how's it going, everybody? I'm also coming to you from my dad's office, and just a friendly reminder that we're not even halfway through 2020. Let's have some fun.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Good to see you.
Strong point.
All right.
Good to see you.
And now, let's introduce, of course, our video audience. We're always happy to have them. We've got Frank Notaro, Jessica. We've got Ron. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, we're happy to have you. If you want to join us in the front row, go to laughfromhome.com for a future episode. Ben, can we do something where you send people some of that shit? Is that a thing?
This is
Are we
my
doing that?
dad's most prized possession, so I don't think so. But we are going to announce soon that we will be launching a Patreon where you guys can mail me props, and I will organically work them into the show, everybody.
Oh my God.
If you guys want to contribute to Ben's filthy habit, you can. We actually have it, Ben. We have it live. We could just announce it now. We could.
Great. We have an announcement to make. And you can send me props to organically work into the show.
We have a Patreon. It is
God.
patreon.com/SDSC, and there are various levels. Some of the things you can get tickets to every show. You could be permanent front row if you want. And then there are also different levels. There's the hot dog level, which Bowers, you'll Zoom with them, right?
Yeah, I'll come to 2 of your Zoom parties a month if you're at hot dog level. So
yep, we've got the egg
that should be
level
fun.
where you can be in my background. We've got the string cheese level where you could send Ben whatever garbage you own, and then he'll, one man's trash is another man's treasure, as they say, and is literal now.
Please
And
take
then,
back using the word garbage. I think you're offending me and all people who love props. Can you take that back?
I apologize, Greg Props. I apologize.
It is not trash.
It
Is
is
that
worth
a-
a solid $1.50.
Is that a koozie inside a Civil War tin? What is the thing on the bottom?
That's correct. And then it has taped on it a newspaper clipping that says life's little problems. Every day you're solving them, and that's what keeps you going. You just hope there won't be too many or too big. Amen. It's a clipping from Sports Illustrated.
By the way, that was actually the general's rally cry in the Civil War. Life's little problems.
I like the sentiment. It's just
Thank
an
you.
interesting combo.
Well, sometimes you gotta brush your teeth while keeping a drink cold. I think that's
why
awesome.
is your toothbrush in there? That's the other weird part.
Well, you don't know
Oh
whose
yeah, I didn't
toothbrush
see the
it is.
toothbrush. That toothbrush should not be close to that koozie.
Okay, that's just obviously here so we can keep this toothbrush company.
Ben, you look like, oh my God, getting heckled by a dog. You look like you impulse bought all of that shit in line at Hobby Lobby.
Thank you. I was there to protest. I think they had great stuff.
You know how that Rite Aid got looted? I think we just found out where it went.
Oh my God, that second toothbrush was so old it looks like it's caring for the first one. Like
No, the first toothbrush. That's the other ones is his grandfather, and he's wheeling him around. That's why he's in the koozie.
oh my God.
Old is a relative term. I think you're aware of that. I mean, not as old as these guys.
Why is this all within arm's reach?
Ben is doing this so that we don't think his place is as fucked up as this. That's why he's showing us that.
That's exactly
like,
why.
I know that he probably gathered some of it, but he hasn't even leaned over yet. Like, all of this stuff is just there.
You guys need to understand how incredibly restraintful and kind of minimalist I am to have this amount of stuff I have in my office.
Oh my goodness.
I actually went the other way, though. I come from a family that, like, kept all kinds of crazy shit. Like shit that's worth even less than, you know, a 40-year-old toothbrush or whatever the fuck that was. And so that's why I'm a minimalist. That's why I have so little in my place, because I was like, I never want to turn into this. And Ben was like, I'm going to get started young.
Well, Steve, you operate a foot from a wall on a virtual background. We don't know that you're not this level of hoarder and you're just keeping it quiet.
That's true. That is very true. All my stuff is just being hidden by these green screens. It's really just a cry for help. And really
kind of like this really guy's crying for help.
It's the I don't think he wants help.
When was the last time that was culturally relevant? When did they get that?
King Kong climbing the Empire State Building?
Do they still sell that there?
One, or?
I think they still sell it, and it's only $7.99.
Okay.
Yeah, but $7.99 when that was.
Return all of this right now, all ready to return. Still got the price tag.
That's why we keep the labels on it. Absolutely. I'm so sorry. Let's quickly check in with the International Space Station.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Rachel. I love the Ben Glebe International Prop Hour, but do we have anything to catch up on before we get to a copy?
We do. We've got Dana Z Bunster $10 and said, "What's the Ben intervention level where Ben gets hoarding help?"
It's actually called an intervention. It's very specific.
It might be happening right now. Please welcome special guest, my father, everybody.
Yeah! Papa Glebe!
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
We're good.
Pretty good.
Doing all right.
So did you hear about my latest song that I love?
We've not announced the game yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
But Dad's been working on game entries.
Oh, nice.
We did not announce the game yet. Should we announce it right now?
We did announce the game.
Great, we announced the game. What's your entry?
The back of the M&Ms. Sitting on the back of the M&Ms, watching the tide roll away.
We shouldn't even play the game. We have a winner already.
We have a winner.
Okay.
Why did we even?
That's beautiful.
M&M sounds so much like Bay. It's like seamless.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For a minute.
It looks like you're having fun. That's good.
Ben, do you have a leaf blower? Looks like you should have a leaf blower. Is that just me with that hat?
You want a leaf blower, Dad?
No, I don't have a leaf blower.
No, that would get rid of junk. We want the junk around us.
Man, that's as close to a leaf
What you do,
blower.
you turn it on reverse.
Do what?
Turn the leaf blower in reverse. It'll bring the stuff closer.
Oh, that's a great idea. It's kind of like how my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah.
I know this is a rare moment for you guys to meet my father. Is there any questions of advice or wisdom you'd like to give him? Ask him, because he really is full of wisdom.
I have a question.
How you doing?
What's up? It's good to see you. How were you excited that you were very close to being the father of the President of the United States?
Yeah, because that would have been as close as I ever would have gotten to the White House, and beyond the tour that we took there back in '91.
That was much closer then, actually.
So, I was already thinking about the different positions that I might be applying for and stuff.
Yeah, press secretary was available actually.
My press secretary, so definitely there was an opening soon.
And I would have been a lyricist to change words, that kind of deal.
Right. The White House lyricist.
Can you give us one more Candy a song or a song lyric? Because he's really good at these. Let's see if we get one more.
I can't get no. Let's see. I can't get no M&Ms. I can't get no.
He just uses M&Ms for all of them.
I want my M&Ms, but I can't get.
Jeremy Day, he's coming for you.
I would love if you would have put that into everything except the lyrics of a song by Eminem.
Hey, 2 M&Ms go out around the outside. 2 M&Ms go around out the
Oh, that was amazing. I'm also glad to see Ben around people.
Yeah. I've completely abandoned my quarantine because we also got my 2 little nephews here. And so that's why I'm wearing the mask. I can't take any chances beyond already having people breathe on me. Earlier, I had the mask off for a moment, and no joke, my little nephew came up to me. I'm like, okay, it's cute. I'm uncomfortable, but it's cute. He's like, Uncle Benny, do you want a flower? I'm like, okay, fine. He got me a flower off the bush, handed it to me. It's so cute. And then put his hand in my mouth. So that's not quarantine safe at all.
That's not where flowers go.
No. Not at all. So it didn't work out great. So I'm probably got the corona again. And what can you do? I'm not much.
I think it's too late for the mask. Okay, let's get to a comic. How about that? Coming up right now. She's one of our favorites. You've seen her on America's Got Talent. You're the very funny Katrina Davis, everybody. Woo!
Hello. Oh, hold on. I can't hear you guys. Can you guys hear me? I'll just talk like I can hear you if you can hear me. Not if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh.
We can hear you. Can you not still? Because otherwise you're going to feel like
you
you're
guys hear
bombing
me?
for 5 minutes.
Okay, let's talk. I can't hear you. Anyway, hello,
that's a
everyone.
hell of a Ben Gleave impression.
Oh my gosh, Ben, I also feel like I exposed myself to corona because I went out protesting, so I definitely have it, but I went with my friend who we were like cleaning up elbow to elbow as she's telling me like, oh my God, yeah, like 3 people got it from that wedding I went to like a couple months ago. It's totally fine. I definitely have the antibodies. So I feel a little bit okay. Like I should be less afraid now. But I did this has been a crazy week. I did go out protesting. I didn't really want to. Like I just want to like let everyone know that like not everybody wants to do this. Like I was terrified. I didn't know how to prepare. I took 2 multivitamins. Like I don't know if that helped at all. I was late. I missed the whole beginning. I did that thing where I didn't start my laundry in time. So my clothes were wet and clean, and then I just put wet clothes in the back of my car and then just like fought for my rights for a few hours. And then I came back and dried them later. So that was pretty fun. And then and it was fun. Like I didn't really like stay for anything, especially gnarly or anything. Like I feel like I kind of left like I protested like the kid with an overprotective parent at a sleepover. That's how I left the protest. I basically just because I told my mom I was going, so she was like watching everything on the news, and then like a cop car was on fire, and I got separated from my friends, so I was just like farther away trying to find them, and then I just had to text my friends and be like, yeah, like my mom said someone got their hand broken by a rubber bullet, so I have to go home now. Like I didn't get to like stay for anything. So this week has been pretty fun. I am donating all of my tips today. I don't know if that will affect how hopefully you give more, but just so you know. But yeah, no, that was super fun. But other than that's cool. I started ballet again. That's really fun. I've been doing ballet alone in my apartment. It's just as lame as it sounds. And my dance teacher has added a new layer to it as an adult, where she wants us to dress up like fairies for an online recital. And for my fucking dead body. Couldn't pay me enough. She is the nicest woman in the world. I'm so grateful that she's doing this and like bringing dancing back into my life. I'm 33 years old. I'm not putting on a fairy costume. What? I don't like. This is to strengthen my pelvic floor, lady. This isn't about showing pictures to my parents. So she's so nice. I don't know how to say no to her. So I'm terrified that I'm gonna wear a fairy costume as an adult. Like, you guys have to help me get out of that. But yeah, I think everything that's happening is like good. Like, my mom does not like this stuff at all. Like, she's definitely like the kind of person that goes for like self-preservation over anything. Like a long time ago, like it was probably like a couple years ago now, she came to visit me. And like my mom, like there's whole states my mom won't drive through because of racism. Like, she will never enjoy a Mardi Gras. Like, she'll never go there. She came to visit, and there happened to be a Black Lives Matter march for like something else that day. And we were in her hotel, and I woke up and I was just like, dude, like it would be so nice to just have 2 generations of like my family like go march together. Like, that would be awesome. And so I was like, hey mom, like there's a Black Lives Matter march later today downtown. Like, do you want to go? And she looked at me and went, hell no. And I was like, why not? Like, why wouldn't you want to go? And she went, they'll know where we are. Like, she thinks it's a trap. Like, my mom is not down level of activism, which I kind of get, but it's cool. I feel like we're all coming together for different reasons. Like, I do feel like there are some of my friends that don't understand this, and they definitely should. Like, I have some friends that are like, I don't like, mind you, I do not and would not ever loot. Like, I totally went to clean up the next day, but I have friends that have been like, I don't understand how you could get so mad that you destroy something that you love. And it's like, we've watched 3 hours of Snap together before. Like, how do you not get this? I had a roommate find out her boyfriend was cheating on her and destroy his car, like break his windshield, broke the, like all the, everything. But they shared a car around for like 6 months. And she just sitting in my passenger side, like, I did what I had to do. So I just feel like people should at least, I don't know, get it a little bit better. But yeah, so it's been good. Thanks, guys.
Katrina Davis one more time. Yes.
If you want to tip, as Katrina said, she is donating all of her tips to the fund to help Ben Glebe get rid of some of his stuff. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Different charity. Donating to, which in specific?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now. Yeah, I'm just donating because today is Breonna Taylor's birthday, so I'm donating to her and also to the ACLU in Kentucky to try to repeal the no-knock law. And they also have that law in Florida where I'm from. So depending on like how much I get, whatever. But those are like, that's my goal today.
Yeah. It is a rough law because there are a lot of homes in both Florida and Kentucky that don't have doors, so it gets confusing with the no lock law or no knock law. All right, this joke is being ruined by background noise, whatever that is happening.
Yeah,
either way,
background noise.
Please tip. You can tip at yeah. Thanks, Adam. You can tip
nice
at
burn,
Venmo.
Adam. I like that.
You could Venmo top right of the screen. You could PayPal laughfromhome.com, or you could super chat on YouTube, and I'll make fun of houses in Kentucky later. Go ahead.
I just want to go on record as saying that I'm such a big Katrina fan. I think not only you're obviously a wonderful human being, but you're so funny and so talented. I predict you'll be an enormous star, and I wanted to say it on air.
I agree.
Thanks, Ben.
I agree.
Thanks. I love you guys.
Apparently, Steve does not agree.
I was waiting for you guys to finish talking. I
mean, me and Ben really like Katrina. Steve sends me emails after the show, like, I don't know, but me and Ben are super in. So
that's
voting
fine.
2-1.
As the person who originally asked to book her, yeah, sure, I'm the one who does. I
was gonna say.
And then after that episode, Steve was all like, I'm so sorry. And we're like, no, we love her. He's like, I'm not on board anymore. But we
Ben, I didn't say that. What I did say was, oh my God, guys, I had no idea she was black. I'm so sorry.
That'll happen. I mean, many a phone interview, I've been like, Mom, I got a second one. I'll be like, do you think they know I'm black? And she'll go, no.
No, Katrina has a ton of star power. Of course, I'm on board with that. And by the way, now we better fucking say that shit about Adam. You can't just say that about one comic on the show. Or we
Adam, you're funny too. Adam, you're funny too. Yeah,
we're both returners.
Thanks so much. That's equally as generous. That's really nice of you.
What is the worst you were good too that any of us on the show have gotten, like from stand up?
Well, there was a show a few years ago. I did a show at the Irvine Improv Comedy Juice Show, fire set, if you ask me, and no one does. And I got off stage, was doing a little meet and greet in the back of the room, but it was kind of informal, just kind of hanging out there, saying hi to people. And this very excited couple came up to me and said, do you mind taking a picture? And I'm like, absolutely, let's do it. And they handed me the camera.
Oh my God.
I got one once. I had sold out. I had sold out a show in DC, and so we added a second show, and that sold out also. And on the first show, where everybody knew that it had sold out, and that's why we had a second show. Show went great. Everything's awesome. Have a nice merch line, etc. And then after the show, I'm just waiting in between shows, and someone from the first show comes up to me and goes, "Hey man, you really got something." I was like, "Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that." He goes, "You keep working at this. One day it's gonna go well for you." And I was like, "What?" I sold that too. Yeah, one day, man, one day. I'm like, "It's fucking one day today. Today's a day."
Yep. Today is the day.
I had one. I had one after a show I did in Chicago where somebody came up to me and they're like, "Oh my God, I love that bit you did about your dad." And I was like, "That was the other brown guy on this show."
Yes!
That
has happened to me before. I have gotten a compliment for a comic that was still on stage. It was another black girl, and I was like,
Congrats
I know
on
who you're
cloning
thinking
yourself.
about. I actually have not spoken yet. She's still up there. You can tell her when she's done.
One time I have two. One time I spoke at a high school graduation in Montana, and then I got a call from some company. It was like, "Oh, we loved your speech. We want you to come speak at our company." So full fee gig, awesome. And the lady picks up at the airport, and she's like, "I mean, you just had this quote in your speech where you said that it's not about not getting knocked down, it's about how much you stand up." And I just love that. And I'm like, "That's a good quote, but it's not mine. I didn't say that. I've never said anything like that." She's like, "Really?" And we got back. It was the valedictorian of this high school had made that quote, and I got hired from the valedictorian's quote. So I sent her $500 as a bird dog. But my favorite is I had an idea once for a T-shirt, and so I had to make the T-shirt, and I said, so the joke was I would say, yeah, I asked road comics, like, how do you make merch? They said, well, whatever, listen back to your set, whatever gets the biggest response consistently, put that on a shirt. So my shirt said, "Give it up for the wait staff." I thought that'd be hilarious. And so I only made one to see if they would sell. And the second time I did it, this girl in the front row goes, "Oh, no, you were good." And I'm like, okay, if it's not obvious that this is a joke, then I can't fucking sell this shirt.
Chris, I had one. I agreed to do a fundraiser. It was like a variety show at an Italian restaurant in my hometown in New Jersey, where I was sandwiched conveniently in between two heavy metal bands. Like, none of this made any sense.
Shit.
But it was like for charity, so I felt bad. And it went not well. And after the show, a kid that I hadn't seen since high school came up to me and said, "I can't believe I ironed a polo for this."
I had one where I was in Cleveland during the All-Star game, and Chris Red was at Hilarities, and I was like, "Oh, let me stop by and say hi," and I ended up doing a guest set. And so this guy comes over to Chris after the show, and he's going on and on and on about how funny he was, and I'm standing right next to Chris. And then he turns to me and he goes, "Oh man, you were really good too." And it seemed like a genuine, I was like, "Oh, thanks very much. Obviously you came to see Chris. I appreciate that." And then he turns to the woman next to me and goes, "Oh man, and you were so funny." She wasn't a comic. She was just standing there also. And the people who went on stage, there were 4 guys on stage. There was no women on the show. And he just
Yeah. And of course we've all gotten 1,000 times people just after a show saying to us, "Man, that was okay. Keep at it. Keep doing it."
I got that from a high schooler who was there supporting his friend who like crashed, like they weren't even supposed to be there legally, but they let this kid do his like LA high school's trip dream of like doing 5 minutes. And one of his friends came up after me and like put his hand on my shoulder and like through braces told me to keep it up, and I was just like, thanks.
By the way, that
I've never been told that by anyone, but okay. Guess it sucks when people tell you to keep going because you're gonna be funny, but you know, whatever. All right.
That guy also though, Katrina, that guy left probably thinking like, I did a really nice thing for that lady.
Oh, 100%. Like it didn't hurt, but it was also hilarious and adorable.
Yeah.
You gotta love like when people are surprised that you didn't suck. Like, oh, that was actually pretty good.
Yes. Yes, that's my favorite face.
That was actually almost a compliment. Good for you.
You guys, that face, it looks like this.
Did Brett Druck tell the story on the show? I know Brett was on the show forever ago. I don't know if he told the story of he did a show with someone else and he had this like crowd back and forth with this woman where he was like joking around about how he was good looking. And then, so she comes over to him after the show and she goes, you are funny and you are good looking. And he's like, oh, thank you. And she turns to the comment next to him and goes, you were first.
One that annoys me the most is when you host a show and then the show's over and someone says to you, oh man, you were up there hosting. When are you going to get a chance to do comedy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was comedy.
Like, maybe they'll give you a shot next time. You were good enough at that. Then it's like, the host is more important, motherfucker. Yeah. All right, fine.
I was up there the entire show making you laugh between everybody. You remember that?
Just start preaching about how you have to keep stamina up to a stranger.
Yeah.
It's the hardest job.
You guys remember the old...
the energy in the room, don't you get it?
You remember the old Hedberg bit? Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, in that person's defense, though, and I never do this, and I always tell hosts not to do this, comedians always will host a show, make the audience laugh hysterically for 15 minutes, and then at the end say, are you ready for your first comedian?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And they're like, well, what the hell was that? That's fair.
Yeah. When a comedian does say that, I'm always like, yeah, I am, because clearly you don't think that of yourself. Yeah. So, Adam, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, you remember that old Hedberg had a bit where he's talking about like seeing somebody in the airport and they're like, hey man, I saw you on TV last night. He's like, but he did not say if I was good. He just confirmed that I was on television. Like, so I turned away for about a minute and I looked back and I say, hey man, I saw you at the airport about a minute ago and you were good.
That's a good Hedberg, by the way. That was a really good
solid Hedberg. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've always said that the one thing that sucks about comedy is no matter how hard you kill, no matter how well you do, I could rob the entire audience at gunpoint after the show and get away with it because no one could tell the cops my fucking name. It was super funny. He had black hair. What was one of his jokes? And the feature goes to jail because it's one of his jokes. I mean, that's
one of the reasons like I try to brand as much as I do is because of that. Because like I can't tell you how many times someone has talked to me after the show and they've been like, oh man, you remind me of my favorite comic. Oh, what's his name? I'm like, if you don't remember your favorite, what the fuck chance do I have? Like, what chance do I have? Nothing.
That's a good point. There was a girl who did stand up in the Bay, and she has the same name as me. And here's the thing. It's my fault because I come off fucked up off the internet. Like, you can't tell I'm joking. And she messaged me and was like, oh my gosh, like, we're both named Katrina and like I do stand up too, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's so cool. And I went, no, that just means one of us has to die. And then she never messaged me again.
Which, by the way, because she didn't get that joke, shows you're the better comic anyway.
No, it's horrible because I've met comics since then that like I fucked up. Like, people in the Bay were like, you're the girl that didn't. I was like, I didn't mean to do that. It like snowballed. It snowballed real bad.
She thought you were a Highlander? Like, what?
No, like I just like am too dry for people who have never met me before. So like I just wouldn't not be like, no, this isn't cute. I will slap box you for dominance. And like it just didn't.
Oh, wait, were you kidding or not kidding? Now I don't know if you're kidding.
50.
Yeah.
Solid half and half.
She
Honestly,
doesn't have to die. I could just paralyze her, and that'll make it more difficult. You know, like, she doesn't have to actually die.
I can see you guys both do a show, and she's like, "Oh my God, you were so funny, and you were also Katrina Davis." That'd be
yeah.
I am an ability. Like, I try to be nice. Like, I am kind of a nice person, but I am also just like, oh no, but like if we have to destroy each other, I get it, and like that makes people nervous. So I get like, I'm sorry.
And I got an Uber. See somebody destroy the competition in our pun game of Candy a song or song lyric. My father has one more submission for you.
Yes.
So just the final one. Come on, baby, and light my fire and Milky Way at the same time. Come on.
I was shocked that wasn't "Come On, Baby, Light My Eminem." I was shocked.
It was. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say Fireball, and the fact that he didn't is just brilliant.
Yeah. It's spot on. It's spot on.
Oh my God, so good.
I had, by the way, I got an Uber at a comedy club once, and I get in, and so the driver just starts talking about how he loves comedy so much, and he loves stand up, and I was like, oh, you know, who do you listen to? And he goes, oh, I love that one guy. I can't think of his name. It's he's a redhead like you. And I was like, Bill Burr, and he's like, no, and I was like, Louis C.K. And he was like, no, and I was like, Lucille Ball. Like, I just start trying to name any redheaded comic, and finally he goes, no, he's got like really big glasses, and I was like, I don't know, and he's like, and he uses a lot of props, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is now. It's like sometimes he does magic. I'm like, I don't know who this is, and he goes, he's from Cleveland, and I go, Drew Carey, and he goes, yes, and I was like, none of those things describe, except the glasses, none of those things describe Drew Carey. Like, you just none of the what kind of mashup were you at? Like, it was like Jeff Dunham plus
and like
Gallagher,
John the Amazing from the 90s, like put him in a microwave. I was trying so hard to think of someone.
Katrina, did you just say John the Amazing?
When he was
I went over. It's Amazing Jonathan. I went by that because she still wasn't as off the mark as that cab driver was. Like, that was
John the Amazing. Please welcome to the stage, John the Amazing.
By the way, John the Amazing.
I'm so bad at hosting.
She once introduced the other Katrina Davis as Sally Field. It was real weird. I didn't know how it happened.
Hey, speaking of gigantic glasses, Ben, is it ever weird for you that your dad is the guy who murdered John Lennon?
Oh my God! Look, I don't know what you're referring to, but I do know that it runs in the family.
All right, we haven't heard from Rachel in the tips in a while. Rachel, what do we got coming in?
Wait, but I have a quick tag on that story, but fine.
Okay, yes. What is it?
Well, I was gonna say, Katrina said she's bad at hosting. That's another pet peeve of mine. When comedians don't take the 2 seconds of effort that it takes to host well, literally, like you say to a comic, here's my 2 credits. They're like, I'm gonna have to write it down and read it. You're an adult human being. Your job doesn't require filing or learning things. You have 2 items. You have 20 minutes to remember 2 things. How could you possibly not take a minute and just remember it?
Well, in fairness, one of your credits is he's the host of Idiot Test on Netflix that originally aired on GSN. It's been on for 4 seasons, and now it's one of the #1 shows on Netflix. It's not the #1 show, but it's in the category of game shows. It is the #1. But overall, it was #3 trending on Netflix. Not overall on Netflix, but trending on Netflix. And here's my second credit.
And also Chelsea Handler.
Touché. I didn't mean to get all steamed up about it. My apologies.
Now, Ben, I want you to visualize the anger you have right now about those not remembering those 2 sentences, and that's how I feel when you don't get here till 1 minute before the show starts. Just throwing that out there.
All right, Rachel, what do we got coming in?
And that's how I feel when you are upset that comics don't get their names remembered. Yet you're going to introduce Adam a little bit, exactly like this. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam.
All right.
Rachel, what do we got?
So I had to switch to my phone, so the connection right now might not be the greatest, but I'll switch it back. I'm having Spectrum problems today, so that's fantastic. So I know Katrina is donating all of her tips today, and I actually let everybody in YouTube know that I'm going to match her tips. So any tips that anybody sends today, I'm going to match them. and we have a lot, which is awesome.
Cool.
Oh, snap.
So we have Tamara Johnson, $25 for Katrina. We've got Heather Scott, $10 Canadians. For Katrina, hi, I'm hoping to sneak back in and listen to your set. I just want to say I'm donating my usual tip money to Breonna Taylor's family today.
Heather, love you.
That's awesome.
We have Mario Miser, $100 for Katrina.
Wow.
We've got Z Bunster, $50. Katrina, I love you. Black Lives Matter.
Oh, love you guys.
We have Kara Layton, $10 for Katrina and for the cause. Thank you. It's always great to have you on the show. You're wonderful.
Thank you. Love you.
Jennifer Kofid, $20. You're the best, Katrina.
Oh, thank
We've
you.
got Christina Stewart, $40 for Katrina.
Christina, that's my old roommate. I love you.
Nice. Is that a donation or she's just paying you back for her share of the cable?
Oh, wait. She's
Hopefully not Spectrum.
she's mad responsible. She like hates dishes, but she saves babies, so it's okay.
Nice.
No, that's a t-shirt waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
We
quickly
have-
chime in that I'm also donating whatever my portion of today's show is to Campaign Zero. They're one of the organizations offering real solutions here about how we can tackle police brutality, and they come out with the 8 things that can help reduce it by 72%. So whatever I make today goes to that.
Oh, sweet.
And I would like to announce that I don't make anything from the show, but now Bowers is really pressured.
I was gonna buy a bunch of beer with my money from today, but I guess I'll donate it to. I'm gonna donate it to Katrina too. Whatever Katrina's your.
Oh, Bowers.
So whatever I got, we'll send to Katrina, who can send to people that need help. So let's do it.
Thank you, Bowers.
And I'm not actually donating mine. I just wanted to get Bowers to chip his in. I am, of course I am. Going to Campaign Zero.
All right, there's so many. We have Tesha Whitman, $5. Katrina, thanks for the laughs and your generosity. We've got Ben Garver, $10 for Katrina. Dave Eisner, $18 for Katrina. Elizabeth Ann, $25. Katrina, how do we get the link for the ballet recital?
Oh my god. Yo,
Yeah,
she
send a Patreon
already
for that.
put me in a Zoom clip and it's not good.
Katrina, you do realize though that if a bunch of comics come and show up also wearing leotards as audience, like that's gonna be fun.
That's if you guys do it in solidarity, I might feel better about being a grown ass woman with fairy wings on. We'll talk about it. I'm not doing it.
All right, we've got Elizabeth Ann, Shelly, Shelly, $25 for Katrina. You're the bee's knees.
Thank you.
Maggie Grossberg, $50. Yay, Katrina.
Maggie! That's my friend.
Chris Fleischer, $19.12 for Katrina, or I'm sorry, $20 for Katrina and the cause.
Thank you.
We have Hidden Virus, $10 for Katrina.
Thank you.
Mario Miser tipped another $100. More for Katrina. No knock is crap.
Hell yeah!
We have Jessica in our live audience, $100. Katrina, I'm your biggest fan, and now I find out that you have a heart. You're the bomb, baby.
Aw, thank you so much.
Very cool.
Also,
Rachel, stop.
they
Rachel
thought-
looks
they
like she's
thought-
gonna cry. Get it together.
They thought you didn't have a heart. That's kind of mean.
That was your biggest
Hey.
fan. No, until today you had a heart.
I'm fine with you assuming
Actually,
nothing and working your way up from there. Like you can definitely assume I'm trash for sure.
Be like, did you hear? She threatened the life of that other comedian just because she had the same name. That's very heartless.
There's still so
Oh,
many
man.
coming in. We've got Maurice, $10 for Katrina. Ronald, and because I keep mispronouncing his name, he told me how to pronounce it, so it's wrong. And I think he's in live audience today. Ronald Wayner, $10. Katrina, costumes
Thank
are so
you
in
all.
right now. Great set. Very costume.
Thank you.
Dave Adler, $10.18 for Katrina towards your donations.
Thank
Ellen
you.
Shaw, $20 for Katrina in memory of Brianna.
Thank you.
That Lane Boy, £10 for Katrina. Such a great set.
Thanks.
Amensala, $20 from one minority to another. Thank you, Katrina, for not only being hilarious, but also using your platform for good. All lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter.
Thank you. Love you guys.
We have Opaka Man, $10. This is for Katrina. Awesome set. Thank you for coming to the show, and I'm glad this tip will be used for this amazing cause.
Thank you.
I think my
Gary
favorite part
Husky.
about all of this, by the way, is that Adam is going to have to follow it. But sorry, go ahead.
So just really quickly, my parents' next door neighbors looks like they're donating their clothes because they are not wearing masks.
Oh shit! Here's the thing: we gotta wrap up these donations so he can move that camera. Cause what is happening?
Incredible.
Rachel, what else do we have?
We have a lot more I'm keeping up with. We have Gary Husky, $5 for Katrina. You're awesome and you rock all at the same time. Jan Johnson, $2. Katrina, you're hilarious. I wish I could give more, but can only give the 3 comedians this week. I have to budget.
No, live your life. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Christopher Capo, $10 for Katrina, and thanks for matching her tips, Rachel. We have Selena Tinga, $50 for Katrina.
Nice.
We've got
Thank
Joyce
you.
Gomez, $10 for the causes. Then she also, split. Oh, I'm sorry, it's $20. Split between Katrina and Campaign Zero. Fun set.
Yeah, thank you.
And then there's some YouTube that I think I missed. I'm caught up.
Yeah!
Great job.
Thank you all so much. This is freaking awesome. Yeah.
Love it.
I'm very excited.
Those donations also were brought to you by EcoSmart light bulbs. If you'd like to save some of the lumens that are going out of your light bulbs, try EcoSmart.
Newest thing he's had in his hand.
Like, yeah,
the only thing that
bulb,
makes sense that he would have at a desk.
That light bulb at most is like 15 years old, right? At least know.
Look, if you're trying to make fun of me, it's a little too late. I think that ship has sailed.
Big ship.
Oh my god.
There's like going on cruises, you know what I mean?
We do.
Well, keep the mask on if they've gone on a cruise recently.
We had 2 other
Oh
tips.
my god.
All right. Catch him up.
So
when we
2 other
have.
tips. Diana Gonzalez, $10. Katrina, your set brought a smile to my face, which was especially needed during these hard times. Sending love from a fellow Florida girl. Justice for Brianna.
Yeah.
And then-
Man. Hell yeah.
And then Tam and our live audience, $25 for Katrina, for Brianna.
Thank
Awesome.
y'all so much.
Awesome. And guys, I actually just got this message in my DMs on Instagram. It says, go fuck yourself, Trump 2020. So there's a lot of different opinions.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
It's
Also-
no. Katrina, don't think that that's your fault. That's half my DMs. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Oh, would that have happened anyway? Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
Katrina.
yes,
Katrina,
yes,
the
yes.
only difference is they didn't specifically say Jew in the message. So
Oh, okay.
I'd
See, like
to give
there's a
that-
certain there's a certain level of hate that like doesn't my brain doesn't respond to anymore. That if it's just like regular hate, I'm just like, oh my bad, you hate me. Oh no.
Well, I also just want to bring up the possibility that person could be a Trump hater, and they're saying, "Go fuck yourself, Trump 2020."
yeah, that's oh, you know what? I missed the comma. I
I was just about to say, where are the commas? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
Also,
want-
by the way, and I started talking to some of you guys about this before the show. Someone very angrily, because I had sent something like correcting someone about like, this is the best economy. And it's like, what do you mean by economy? And so then he wrote, you know a lot about the economy. Well, do you trade any instruments? And I replied, mainly tubas and harpsichords. So there are lots of ways to respond to these people.
I want to say that all day today, I'm going to be matching all the go fuck yourselves in your DMs. So just send me those. And I'll also send you a go fuck yourself. So
I also
that's what I'm
believe
doing.
I just said "Go fuck yourself" very loud as my 7-year-old nephew just ran by me. So that was. Fun.
Is that the one that put his hand
Well-
in his mouth? In your mouth? Because that's what he said to him when you put his hand in your mouth, right? Go fuck
Even more
yourself.
drunk.
Yeah.
Can I do 2
Like,
more?
sorry, this was delayed.
Let's do
Yeah.
2 more.
Technics, $8.46. Katrina, Black Lives Matter, $8.46. Never forget.
Oh, thank
Nice.
you.
And then Ron Gould, $20, split equally between Katrina and Campaign Zero. Thank you, Queen R.
Love that.
Yay. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah, thanks, Rachel.
comment.
You're freaking awesome.
Can I just say one last thing
pleasure.
before our next comedian about, look, we don't get too political on the show as often, very often we try to avoid it. But sometimes you gotta make comments, Trump just snuck into our show and I just missed the days when we had presidents who were at least competent, that were doing good stuff. People like Barack Obama or Ronald Reagan. We had people who were actual
Reagan.
leaders. I even miss George W. Bush, you guys.
Oh my God. I like that he's the only casual one.
What's coming out of his chest? Is that a pencil stabbed in
My
it?
father's
it's his-
former employee name tag from Robinson's Mag.
Oh, I thought that was a gun. I just thought he was strapped. I thought it was a rifle.
The
No,
thing is,
those
I
are,
play
it's his
stupid
paintbrush
George W.
set.
Bush things, but it's out of batteries.
His paintbrush that I forgot.
What?
Thank you for being the only one to acknowledge
Thank
that.
you.
I thought that was a pretty solid joke.
No, it was pretty good. This thing used to say George W. Bush embarrassing sayings, but the battery's out. So all I can do is now play from my dad's Mr. T in your pocket.
Weirdest part is
What
that every
on
one of
earth?
those sayings is an Eminem joke, which is strange.
I pity the thing that melts in your hands.
Yeah.
How dare you say that? My response to you is, you understand?
Absolutely.
I didn't.
Well, under Trump, the economy melts both in your mouth and in your hands. So
You better believe that.
All right, coming to the stage right now, our next comic. He's amazing. You've seen him on Comedy Central. He's also a returning champion. His album, one of the good ones, debuted #1 on iTunes in the country. Give her Adam Mamawala!
Hey, what's up? How you doing? I want to start by saying I obviously am going to be donating any tips that I get today. But imagine if I didn't, though. Like, imagine if I was like, hey, guys, I'd love to help with a lot of good causes, but I got a really high bid on a Chris Mim penis bobblehead on eBay right now, and I don't have the... my hands are tied. What do you want? I will say it's not easy following something that heartfelt, but it's not the first time I've done that, because as any of you know, the other comics, like sometimes you're at like a fundraiser or a charity show and they have no sense of how badly they're setting you up. Like, this is fine because everyone's good natured about everything, but like I did a show last year. It was a fundraiser at a college in New Jersey for a drunk driving accident that had killed like 3 students, and the one survivor of that crash was the person speaking before they brought me on stage. So it is a kid in crutches who has suffered a brain injury talking about why people shouldn't drunk drive. And then they immediately are like, and now for 45 minutes of comedy, Adam Mamawala. And I get up on stage and I realize like I have to do something because this is impossible. And the kid who had just spoken was wearing a New York Giants jersey. And I like took this pause and I was like, hey man, like I'm sorry to be the millionth person to say this to you, but I just wanted to say that I am so sorry that you are a Giants fan. And it got a huge laugh, and I totally saved the day. Very proud of myself.
Oh, shit.
The proudest moments in comedy.
Oh, shit.
I alluded to it before. I am a brown fella, and listen, I get that nobody knows what my background is. I've dealt with this. I've spent an entire life of people just saying, "What are you?" And I just have to be cool answering that. And I know that for a fact because I had a meeting with a casting director last year, and at one point she goes, it's very important in this industry that you understand how people perceive you. Like, how do you think people perceive you? And I was like, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of in that ambiguous category. She's like, oh, do you mean in terms of your ethnicity or your sexuality? Well, I guess both now. What the fuck? A little rude. I'm actually half Indian. My dad's from India, and my mom is a tiny white lady from Wisconsin, which apparently results in a Mexican man. And just how my face turned out. But even it's a strange experience, like being mixed race in this country, because it's like you fit in everywhere and nowhere simultaneously, and especially like within the Indian community, people are very they judge you sometimes. And I was in when I was in college. There's this Indian kid on my floor named Sagar, And the first week that we were in school, he was like, hey, do you want to come to this Brown party with me? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah, it's a party at the Brown house. And I was like, is that really what you call it? And he's like, yeah. So we go to this party at the Brown house, and it's me and all these Indian people. And I walk in, and one of the other people there is like, hey, so what's your deal? And I was like, I don't know what that means. And he's like, are you Indian? And I was like, my dad's Indian, but my mom is white. And he's like, oh, that's okay. I was like, I wasn't apologizing for my mom being white. What my deal was. There's been a lot of talk about privilege in the last few weeks, which I think needs to happen. And I have had the opportunity to work with some of the most privileged people in the country because not ashamed to admit, my part-time job in New York is teaching tennis to children on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. That is some of the most privilege you will see in the world. So much so that I've had numerous children in tennis classes tell me that they prefer their weekend nannies over their weekday nannies. So these are the types of people that we're dealing with. I taught there for about 2 months before everything shut down. And in that 2-month period, I taught private lessons to children named Fletcher, Tad, and Prescott. And I know you probably have an idea in your minds of what kids with those sorts of names would look like. But what if I were to tell you that none of those kids were white? I'd be lying, but what if I told you that? Would you believe me? They were, in fact, aggressively white. Borderline opaque. Fletcher, Tad, and Prescott. Those are not children's names. That is a law firm. I'll leave with this. I tend to frequent a lot of like Indian-owned businesses, and I think that's something that a lot of people do. And I go to an Indian dentist, and the first time I went there, after my appointment, he goes, "I hope you don't mind, but I always like to ask new patients what made you choose our office." I was like, "Oh, you've got really good ratings online, and my dad is Indian." He's like, "Oh, say no more. It's always great to have a fellow Indian in the office." But I realized only minorities can say shit like that. You know what I mean? Like if you're white and you go to the dentist and afterwards he asks you why you chose that office, and you're like, well, you've got really, really good ratings online, and between you and me, I just feel like us whites should stick together. Man, even your dentist is going to be like, Fletcher. Guys, I'm Adam Mamawala. Thank you.
Adam Mamawala, everybody.
Adam Mamawala. Tip jar is open. Sorry, having a little trouble with my camera. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen. You can Venmo. You can PayPal, of course, at laughfromhome.com. And you can super chat if you want on YouTube. We always prefer Venmo or PayPal, so YouTube doesn't take all our money. Nicely done, Adam. Tough spot to follow.
Thank you.
Done.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, but I'm only saying that to your half white side. We got to stick together. Gotta say that off camera, guys. Who knows who said that? Who knows who said that?
Tell you know something, as somebody who struggles with like where I fit in the world, I've been like literally the only thing on my feed for the past week and a half has been like Black Lives Matter related content. And then today on Instagram, I got a pop-up ad for me to enter a contest where I would win a year's supply of LaCroix. And I was like, I'm doing everything I can. That's the whitest shit I've ever seen. Can we not?
I mean, LaCroix is delicious. We all know LaCroix.
LaCroix is objectively great.
Yeah.
0 calories. How do they do it? I don't understand it.
What are you wearing now?
Oh, this was a collector's hat from the 1981 World Series. That was just in this collector's protective case that I just removed it from, so that was probably not nice of me.
Yeah,
don't wear that, Ben. That's your trust fund. Man. Take that off.
At the time, that cost $20, and now it's worth $18. You can't.
Well, don't worry. I do have an emergency plan. If I ever need money in a pinch, I will sell my father's bronze baby shoe.
Oh, God.
For some reason, it has in it the winningest college football teams in the 1980s list. And a miniature baseball bat that obviously fell off of some kind of a bobblehead.
Yeah,
I would not say obviously, Ben. I think that could have come from anywhere in that office.
Why is that your dad's baby shoe? Was he a teeny tiny investment banker?
miniature investment banker. And if you're
Does he
curious,
have
number 4
wingtips
was
on
Brigham
that?
Young. It has wingtips, yes.
Okay, I changed my mind. That's the whitest shit I've ever seen.
That's actually Adam. Adam, I don't know if you know, but that shoe actually comes with LaCroix served in it, served on a jet ski. So.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Ben is
Comes with a
inside both an
Patagonia.
estate sale and a Spencer's Gifts at the same time. I love this so much.
That's okay. If you need your out-of-date size batteries cleaned, you come to me, all right?
Is that the new toothbrush or the old one?
That toothbrush is so old.
So it gets the job done, Katrina.
Oh my God, Ben.
That toothbrush is so old. It was actually that's specially ergonomically designed for wooden teeth.
That's how you clean your bronze baby shoe, my friend.
Yeah.
Hey, you clean your
So
George Washington bobblehead.
Here's how you flip somebody off in my father's office.
Wait, who is that?
That Luke
know.
Walton?
I don't
Is that
know.
Timberlake? Is that Justin Timberlake?
It does
That
look like
is-
Justin Timberlake.
That's Luke
That
Walton.
is that is Justin Timber Sandler.
Oh my God.
All right, Rachel, we got things to catch up on here?
Yeah, we do. We've got some tips coming in that I'm catching up on. So to start us off, let's just start with Christopher Capo, $10. From another not white person that is somewhat white and is misconstrued for various ethnicities that I am not. Great set. He didn't have a period, so that was confusing.
Yeah.
Well, he's a
we
dude,
also,
so.
I caught that. Oh wait. Very
Let me
quick.
tell you,
Bowers.
men can use punctuation. What are you talking about?
Well, he's a guy, so.
Oh, all right. Dave Adler, $8 for Mamawala, which is always fun to say.
Nice.
Mara Johnson, $25 for Adam. Evan Greenberger, $5 for some TCNJ solidarity for Adam and the cause BLM, and say hi to Sagar for me. Jessica in our live audience, $100. Adam, even if you're guilted into it, it's still generous of you. Thanks for a great set.
I was not guilted into it. That is not fair. I spent the whole time, damn it.
Actually, Adam, at the beginning of the show, Adam said that he wanted to donate all of his tips to the family of the cops that killed her, which we thought was a little wrong.
I hate you so much, Steve.
We convinced him to do it on the other side. So it was the half-white
Oh,
side
I
of
was
him that
gonna
wanted
say,
to do it.
In solidarity.
I mean, they are the families. Sorry, we won't talk about that.
Solidarity, I was prepared to accept all of Katrina's tips that she didn't want. First fucking thing in the world.
Sorry, you guys, for the last minute, you've been breaking up. I can't hear anything. I didn't know anything that was said the last minute.
You missed a bit.
Yeah, it was.
All right. We've got Beetle Greg, £2. The sexually ambiguous must stick together.
Yeah.
Nice.
Craig Coyle, $10 in honor of Fletcher.
Nice.
Mike Young, $50. So he gave 100, but he said $50 split it between the comics and the charities, please. So 50 for Katrina,
Nice.
15 for Adam.
Actually, by the way, it's not in honor of Fletcher. It's in memory of Fletcher because his mother's an anti-vaxxer. So. Am I getting too dark on this episode? I apologize. I'm sorry, guys. I've had a lot of DMs on Instagram today. It's been a rough day, so I'm coming out fighting today. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Rachel.
We've got Technics, $2. Adam, a year supply of LaCroix for you and Fletch.
Nice.
Dana, $20. Adam, it's a complicated world. Thanks for making it funnier. Christopher Capo. I like how when I try and multitask, it doesn't work. $10 from another white person that is.
I already read that one, right?
We already read that one. I wonder if you had two. Nope. Taminator. So Tam in our live audience, $10. Adam, great set. You're my favorite, possibly You're my favorite, possibly Mexican comedian.
Says the woman standing in front of a tortilla.
By the way, Tam also tipped and said, Katrina, you were good too. So.
Hey! You can't hurt my feelings.
Actually, that tip was meant for the other Katrina Davis.
I knew I was.
I'll fight her for it. I'll fight her for it.
All right, we had a lot of generals to catch up on too. And you guys banter for like 2 minutes. Let me catch up on some stuff real quick.
All right.
All right, Ben, do you have
Go
anything
amongst
else
yourselves.
that's embarrassing? Ben, did we lose Ben?
Did Ben
He's
leave?
off.
Hey guys,
Here's
I want to
Ben.
quickly
Oh,
introduce
baby glebes.
Ollie. He just graduated today or yesterday. This is Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
He's beautiful.
Graduated from falafel.
From falafel.
Wow.
What's the name of the grade you were in? Jawaffa.
Could we see him
Okay.
try on that bronze baby shoe, or would that be weird?
Hey, what do you want to say to people watching all around the world?
King Kong is climbing uphill.
Yes, he is.
Perfect.
Really thought he was going to train him.
Already in it.
Oh my God.
That's so true.
I'll be honest, we've had comics on the show who have had worse sets. So nicely done.
Oh, this guy's raising his hand. It's true. Ollie.
Tell him a joke. You want to tell him a joke? A knock
Oh,
joke?
yeah. Tell us a knock-knock joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's
Who's
there?
there?
Who's there?
Who's there?
Who's there?
And his name is Who's There.
Oh, very nice.
You got me.
He's not giving any of his money to charity, though. Just to be clear.
Give any tips you get to charity today?
Maybe I could go another joke.
Yeah, tell one more joke.
Normal joke.
Yeah, normal one.
Why did the chicken slide down? Why did the chicken slide down the roof?
Why?
Why?
Because he broke the roof and he wanted to smash his head off.
That is a
Yo,
Glebe.
that's metal.
Glebe. That's the most Glebe joke I've ever heard. He is.
yeah. By the way,
One left.
wait, I just want to say I really appreciate him being here. I'm now not the darkest one on the show.
Only one last question for you.
Stop showing him so much Bill Hicks, Ben.
Ollie, one more question for you. If you could take a famous song or any song that you know and put a candy in it, how would you do it? Like instead of I'm a little teacup, you could say I'm a little M&M, or what would you do?
Nothing.
By the way, also how Bowers plays the pun games. So perfect. That was.
Yeah, he stopped being a Glebe at that moment. He was like, nah, I'm good. I'll just leave.
I don't need more airtime. I've had enough. It's cool.
That's also important to know when to wrap it up. Like
Yeah.
he's doing great.
Well, I
You sound
did,
like
I
my,
did
now you sound like my
appreciate-
girlfriend in college.
Yeah. I did appreciate, by the way, that Ollie respected the light. That was very good. I lit him after that first
Ollie.
joke, and he closed. And,
Oh my god! All the cute stuff in Ben's house.
Do you know
all
how
right.
many choking hazards are in that room for children and dogs?
At least one headless bobblehead.
Yeah. Now we know how the
3
bobbleheads.
batteries.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel, we ready?
Generals? Yeah,
Let's do some generals.
So we had Dan Shamblin, $10. I can't wait to see you in Philly this October, Steve.
Awesome. I will see you there if the world is still a thing.
John Allman, $10, tipped the show and said thanks. Amin Salah, $2 for Papa Glebe. My sincerest apologies. Adam Krangle, £5. Great show. It helped to save me from the stress of waiting for university to send a placement offer. Thanks a lot.
Excellent.
Dread Pirate, 10 Aussie. I've got to go pass out in my hospital bed now, but great job, folks.
Good luck.
Second
Shelley,
darkest.
By the way, guys, maybe they just own a hospital bed at home. I don't know.
Silver lining. Just the guy kicking it.
Not everyone can afford a chain lounge. Sometimes you got to get a hospital bed.
Yeah.
Shelly, $10. So what's your deal again? Sips unicorn polar seltzer.
Is that trying to be the whitest thing? I'm confused.
It's a LaCroix. It's a seltzer reference.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Craig Coyle, $10. Rip Fletcher.
Seltzer reference.
Oh, poor Fletcher.
Stephanie Oulette, $20. Best accidental scroll hole ever. Thank you all.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That sounds dirty.
It does.
By the way, guys, you ever give anyone an accidental scroll hole? Oh, okay.
That's for sure a thing.
Oh yeah, I have an ointment
There's,
for it. I mean,
do you got like? I can think of what it would be in my head. If like, okay, sorry, keep going. Like that's real. It's gotta be.
Tam in our live audience, $2. After seeing his father's office, Ben's office makes so much more sense.
That's what I'm trying to explain to the people. Don't worry. Stay tuned. I will still show you a 360 at the end of this episode. It'll blow your mind.
the fake apple doesn't fall far from the fake tree in the fake room.
Nice. Also, by the way, 360, he's not panning the camera. That's just how many bobbleheads are in the damn room.
I'm not kidding.
Oh,
This
my
is the
goodness.
organized wall that I'm in front of.
Wow.
All right, we had Ronald Wayner. I still might have pronounced that wrong. $10. Adam, sorry you were one up by a falafel graduate.
I thought he said falafel
Can't
too.
dispute that. Falafel class 20.
It's hard to graduate from falafel. Pay no mind. Oh, isn't it
Diana
hard to
Gonzalez?
graduate from falafel?
Diana Gonzalez, $5.
Oh, he's still
Suicidal
there.
chicken
Oh,
joke.
do you have headphones on, Ben?
I don't, but I'm muting and things. Don't worry.
Okay,
Oh,
just
jeez
making sure.
Louise.
You can't mute us.
I can
Oh,
mute
okay.
you. I do it all the time. I don't watch that.
Ben actually listens to the entire show on mute. That's how.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I just wait about 2-3 minutes and then chime in with random shit and I shut up.
Yeah. By the way, if
But
you hit
that
the
makes
mute
so
button-
much sense. That makes so much sense right now. That everything makes sense now. I did not get what was going on for this whole time till right now. That makes
Also, I just joked that he'd have to mute us because we're cursing, and he's like, "Yeah, no worries, I'll handle it." And then he cursed where he can't mute himself.
Okay, that makes me feel better. You're right.
Yeah. All right. What else we got?
You guys really
have
think
Diana
random shit like this needs to be in context of a conversation?
Yeah.
All right, Diana Gonzalez, $5 for the suicidal chicken joke. Thank you, Ollie.
Yes.
Jeremy Day, $20.
Suis-
Please split between Katrina and Adam.
Nice.
By the way, Suicidal
Thank
Chicken
you.
is playing next week at the Roxy.
Ben, you have to give him that money. Like, bro, he earned it.
I was fully expecting Ollie to be like, knock, knock. Who's there? Institutionalized racism. Like, Jesus, Ollie.
Be like, knock, knock. Who's there? Well, clearly you're not from Kentucky. You knock.
Oh, Jesus.
Gosh.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
I think somebody needs to go hug Steve. This is.
We're living in dark times, Bowers. This is how we deal with
I
it.
know. I'm just saying, like, wow. I'm gonna come give you a hug.
Social distancing hug, Bowers, just from afar.
E-hole, $5 for your bail, Ben. And then I'm ready for the game.
All
right.
Yay.
Okay. Well, let's play the game.
Okay, so the game today was Candy a song or a lyric, And so anybody in our live audience want to do theirs on air? Jessica, waving at me.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm not very.
Wait, Jessica, you're.
Friend inspired me yesterday.
Oh, there she goes.
Am I muted?
No, you were just freezing for a second.
You're bending up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there she goes.
While she figures that out here, I'm just
I'm
gonna
not
take
doing
a quick
anything.
trip to
I'm
London.
Yeah, she's froze. Rachel just have to
Yeah,
read it.
I'm just here. I'll
Okay.
just. All right.
Yeah, Jess, you're frozen. Anybody else?
Oh wait, now
Tam,
she's not.
Steve, that's a
Ron?
great backdrop.
I don't
being in
understand
London,
that.
but you don't have to be in London to be in London. You know what I'm saying?
God damn it, Ben.
I'm in London now.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna change my backdrop to a clean office. Do you have anything for that?
That I can't help you. That I cannot help you.
Yeah.
Rachel, I got a couple for fun if you need a space filler, some candies.
We'll
No,
do those
we
after
got.
after the crowd
Yeah,
ones.
at the end.
All right.
I'm just
Yeah.
seeing if. So Ron had one. Do you want to do yours live? Yep, let's do Ron. Your mic's-
Oh, there's Jess.
Yeah.
It all now? Maybe.
Yes, we can hear you, Ron.
There you go.
All right, so I've got the Arctic Monkeys single. Why'd you only call me when you're out of M&Ms?
Get more M&Ms, obviously.
All right, let's try Jess one more time. I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
and hear her.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
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 Great. This one's Velvet Underground, Linger On, Pale Blueberry Jolly Ranchers, which I have a
Nice.
for.
Nice.
And then last one, Tam. Did you have any?
Not today.
No. Okay.
It's been a
All
long
right,
day.
perfect.
Yeah.
So these are the unpaid entries that I really liked. There's 3 of them. So Razor had the Kit Kats in the cradle.
Nice.
That's really
Oh,
good.
nice.
Nice.
You eat those with
I'm
a silver spoon.
We had Amin Salah. I like big dots and I cannot lie.
Good.
And Tony McKee. We will pop rock you.
Hi.
I like it.
Okay, and so there's only, let's see. So these are the paid entries. So
Pay
starting us
attention,
off,
comics.
these are the ones we're voting on. Amin Salah. I love it when you call me Big Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
It
Cara
was a shame
Layton.
that they popped him.
Damn it, Steve! Holy
Someone give
shit!
this man a hug, Jesus.
Are you guys not used to this yet? Have I not been doing this for 2.5 months?
I know. I don't know why that one right hooked me, but I was not ready for some reason.
I'm sorry. Those actually, if you buy them at the store, they come in a 2-pack. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Steve, but that joke was a big L.
You
in my
walked
book.
Katrina.
You know what else comes in
It's
a
all right if I
two-pack?
walk
Jesus.
Katrina Davis. There's another one.
You know what else comes in a 2-pack is nearly life-size plush figurines of Todd Gurley and Eric Dickerson football.
I remember those. Oh my god. I wanted one.
Can't
Well,
have these, Katrina. You can't have these.
Oh my god.
All right. We've got Cara Layton. My milk duds bring all the boys to the yard.
Excellent entry.
Z Bunster. I want candy. Like bow wow wow. Mario Miser. Reese's Paradise by Coolio.
Cooladio.
Ellen Shaw. Another one bites the dust. I'm sorry. Let me start over. Another one bites the space dust. It's basically crushed pop rocks in the late 70s.
Nice.
Allison Shoechunk. She had Thunderbolt and Lightning, Swedish Berry Frightening, me Galileo.
Nice.
song title, not lyrics. All right.
No, we could do lyrics too.
No, she thought that was a title.
Yeah,
She wasn't reading it.
and that's why I was
lyrics.
reading it very.
Oh my God! You're like, what crazy title is this?
Jeremy Day. It's Twixie by Run DMC.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Rock a mic right on time. It's Twixie.
Jeremy Day. Rock Candy and Rolo by Chuck Haribo Berries.
Nice.
It's a reach, but we'll give it to him.
Craig Coyle. Kit Kat. Another one for Kit Kats in the Cradle.
Nice.
Craig Coyle. The game. For the game. Three Musketeers of a Clown.
Nice.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's great.
And then that is it.
All right.
Yay!
Time to vote.
Time to vote. Adam, what was your favorite?
Man.
Ooh. Shit. Go to somebody else. Let me think about him.
Katrina, what's your favorite?
I actually had some. I normally don't, but I actually had some to think of some. Well, the first one.
Wait. No. You're voting on.
We're gonna vote, and we'll do ours in a second.
Oh,
What's your vote?
you all do them. Yeah. Okay, so am I allowed to pick Kit Kat if more than one person did it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I pick Kit. Can I pick Kit? No, that or Pop Rocks. I pick Kit Kat. I'll say it because I said it first, but I also love Pop Rocks.
All right, Kit Kats in the Cradle.
That was hard.
I'm gonna go the Pop Rocks one.
All right, love it when they call me Big Pop
Ooh,
Rocks.
yeah, split my vote because I like that one.
Rage.
I like my Milk Duds Bring All the Boys to the Yard.
That was good.
Yeah, that's a good one. But I'm also going love it when you call me Big Pop Rocks. I like that one. That's the one I'm going with.
Because you can hear that shit.
Ooh, I like that one. I loved very much. My Milk Dud Bring All the Boys to the Yard. I'm going to consult with my co-judges, Clayton Kershaw and Huge Clayton Kershaw. What do you guys think?
No, you can't trust him in a big moment. Don't ask him.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh shit!
I was waiting for
fucking. Oh my god! Wow!
Adam. I was waiting for him to enter it, and then me say, "God damn it!" I was.
Sorry, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve.
No. It was a great. It was a fantastic joke. You got it.
Oh shit!
Whale of a joke. Really.
Is that a whale on the back of a turtle?
Really solid stuff, man. I also just found the very moment appropriate prop in my dad's office, strangely, the White House with an LAPD clip on top of it.
Jeez,
Is it appropriate that the clip came off and I jumped? Is that normal?
I mean, I can understand that, when a police clip goes off, you jump. I get that.
Yes, indeed. My vote goes to Three Musketeers of a Clown, my friend.
All right.
Oh, that one was
Musketeers of a
good.
Clown.
Steve.
All right,
good ones.
it's up to me. I am actually mainly because I don't want it to be. I wanted to distract from the joke I made about it. So I love it when they call me Big Pop Rocks is gonna win.
Yeah.
So that my joke is not the lingering effect of that entry. If you wanna collect your prize, you can go to you can go to laughfromhome.com and then send us an email and you will collect your prize. What were you saying, Ben?
Well, I think we all know the best way to distract from a joke you want to move on from is to bring it up in another context. I think that's
Yeah. And Ben, the secret of that is I didn't want to move on. I wanted to remind everybody how funny and awful it was. So.
All right. So Katrina, you have some. What are your entries?
Oh yeah. Hold on. I was excited because I never really do. Well, I don't know if the first one counts. Is there life on Mars? That's like
Life on Mars bar counts.
Girls just want to have fun dip.
Nice.
That's really good.
And the Bond song, as in let me see that Bond, Bond. Those are my submissions.
Really good.
So good.
Adam, do you have any?
I did. So one was actually similar to one of the entries we got. It's even more bleak, which is the theme of the show. My first one was Three Musketeers in Heaven.
Oh my God.
And the other, I'm very proud of this one because it's a double. I've got Baby Ruth Got Back by Sir Twix-a-Lot.
Ah, boom! Nice work.
Yes.
Well,
Steve,
that
you
was
got
so
it?
good. That was so good. Adam gets the Little League trophy of me with my family, and for some reason I'm wearing a young, free, and single t-shirt at age 11. Right to your house.
That's Ben's version of that meme of the kid in the I fuck on a first date shirt.
Just
Like
realized 1992 was the year this was taken. Rodney King riot. 28 years,
Jesus.
no changes. Interesting. Sorry to get so political, but
Jesus.
Ben.
Well, let me follow that with some candy jokes. All right, I do have a couple. So I've got sitting on the dock of the Baby Ruth. How did he miss that? I have sitting on the dock of the Payday. I have sitting on the dock of the Milky Way. And I also have It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel M&Ms. So I had a couple of different ones.
you also have those, and I also have a ping pong ball holder shaped like a horse.
You don't even need that animal in that game. This doesn't make sense.
Ben is not wearing a mask to protect from coronavirus. He's literally just trying to avoid the dust in his house. Like,
That's right.
Ben is like a first responder in his dad's office.
And,
He's gonna have mesothelioma from a fucking ping pong ball in 10 years.
Ben, if they break into your house and rob you, would you know?
There might be somebody robbing me right now, and I wouldn't know. I've got a few game entries if you'd like to hear them.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Let's hear it.
I've got I Will Always Love You, M&M's. I've got Every M&M You Take. Got What a Wonderful World, because it has M&M's in it. I've got A Change Is Gonna Come to M&M's, because they're probably gonna put peanut butter in them or something, and it's like
I want to see the camera pan over to Ben's dad, who just has a tear running down his cheek right now. He's so proud of his son.
Silently.
And that one closes it out with When M&M's Cry, because it
I like that.
Thank you. Would you guys like to see the quick 360 of
yes.
the
Yes.
Oh my God.
I mean, get ready. This is gonna blow your
I'm
damn
so
mind.
afraid
This
and
is gonna
excited.
blow your damn minds.
Oh my God.
Already. What?
Whoa.
What was your laptop even on? Oh, that book. Jesus.
This is my dad's Hall of Fame. He's got everything in this office.
That is.
Where was Ollie even playing earlier? Was he on top of like those water bottles?
Ollie never joined us. I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, by the way, I see Dodgers and Angels stuff hanging up. Like, that's how much stuff that he has that he's like, yeah, every team. I'm going to have every
no.
team.
They're both LA teams, and you're allowed to like the American League team in your town a little bit.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Give me that.
How
Please give me that.
rivalry work? Okay. That's fine.
And I'll give you a dreidel. I'll give you a dreidel filled with more dreidels.
Yeah, and inside those dreidels, oddly enough, Christmas ornaments. I don't know. I just
And inside those
Russian doll dreidel?
yeah.
And we just recognized Tam Brown for her late entry When Doves Bars Cry. That's fantastic.
That is.
Oh, that is good.
Very good.
Nice.
I had Helter Skittle. Does that count at all?
Yeah, that was good.
I like that too.
Hey, Bowers, you can play this game. I just don't think you try.
Oh, I don't try. I'm too busy trying to keep the fucking train on the rails, dude. All right, so.
There's no need to toss their children around. No need.
Oh, my bad. Sorry,
no
Ollie.
need to fucking throw the F-bomb around like that.
My bad. Hey, Ollie, put your hand in Uncle Ben's mouth. It's hilarious. Okay.
It's fun. I don't think sound carries when a room is that cluttered.
Good point.
Those are acoustic bobbleheads.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, it's been a fun show. I think we made it to the end of the fun show, right? I think Rachel, anything to catch up on? Anything catch up on, Rachel?
Yeah, we do. A couple things. So Hidden Virus, $5. I know it's too late, but Mounds to the left of me, Almond Joys to the right, and here I am stuck in the middle with Jujubes.
Also would have accepted here I am stuck in the middle with Charleston Shoe. There were a couple of different ways you could have gone with it.
Z-Bunster, $5. I changed my mind. Ben's dad is the one who needs that intervention.
I will tell him.
And then two more tips for Katrina. Mario Miser, $20 more for Katrina and the Anti-Steve Fund.
By the way, the Anti-Steve Fund is already overfunded. You don't need to donate to that.
Steve.
And then
Steve has
$5
just
more.
been another white man in a long line of white men ignoring Katrina.
Thank you so much.
A white man ignoring Katrina? What am I, George Bush? Sorry, go ahead.
Joke I just made. That was the
Katrina,
joke
because Katrina was a hurricane and George Bush didn't fucking take care of the hurricane. Yeah, I remember.
I thought you were making the joke. I thought you were making the joke about current day. Okay, you know what? Fine.
No, Ben makes the joke. Steve repeats the joke. I explain the joke. It's a fucking system. It works, guys. Come on, let's get on board.
You can make multiple lightly racially related burns. It's fine.
Almost all of the burns I've ever gotten have to do with my race. So that makes.
Thank you so much to everyone that donated tips to me today. You're all so wonderful. That's all I wanted to say.
Rachel, we got anything else?
E-Hole, $5 more for Katrina and the Anti-Steve Fund. And then Prakash, $8.88 for whoever walks in that room.
Ollie! Call Ollie! Ollie's about to make double digits money off this show. Ollie!
Do you realize with that money, Ollie could buy a young and single shirt or whatever?
Oh, he already has
what
that.
What are you talking about, Steve? That T-shirt's in that room right now.
Forget the T-shirt. Ollie's been in the room the whole time, trapped underneath it.
All right, we're caught up.
We're caught up. Great.
All right, excellent.
Very cool. Well, hey, front row, thanks so much. You guys have been awesome. We appreciate you yet again, like every single day. We love you guys. We will see you tomorrow. Adam, where do we find you at in the world? Anything coming up? What you got going?
No. I'm taking a break from that right now. But if you want to follow me and look up stuff that I'm doing, it's just my name. So at Adam Mamawala on Instagram and Twitter.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, Katrina, where do we find you at?
Hi. I don't have any shows right now, but when I do, I'll put them on my website, and my Instagram and everything is the same. It's Katrina Savad. It's just Davis backwards. But yeah, I'm the same thing on everything. Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Great job again.
Hey, you guys.
Thank you.
Very cool. Rach, anything else to catch up on?
No, we're good. Good show today, guys.
Another great day. Thanks, Rach.
Bye.
And I'm going to be hosting for Adam Ray tonight at the Nowhere Comedy Club. So come check that out at Bowers Comedy to find me. Thanks, guys. Had a fun day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Bowers. And also, we have, by the way, Tam, your camera. Thank you. All right, excellent. You guys, it was awesome to see everybody generously donate so much. That was amazing. As for me, I have a couple shows coming up at Nowhere Comedy Club. Please check them out. But tomorrow, this is 100% real. My movie debuts on Lifetime TV. I'm in a movie called Psycho Yoga Instructor, which Jessica just turned her camera back on to make that face. I'm in a movie called Psycho Yoga Instructor, where I have a mustache that goes from here all the way down to here. It's a lot of fun. It looks like that, Ben. If you guys want to check that out and let me know what you think of my my acting chops, And I was thinking, if ever there is something needed in the midst of a pandemic and a revolution, it is a movie on Lifetime TV called Psycho Yoga Instructor. So that's hard to promote, I'll be honest. But thanks for watching the show. Thanks for everybody's generosity. That was amazing. Our total today is going to be very, very high, and we'll total it up and try to announce it in the next day or so. So thanks so much. That's it from me.
Thank you all so much for being with us. What a fun episode, and how needed, and what a nice respite from the intensity going on in the world to be able to meet like this and laugh for an hour and a half. I was up until 6:30 in the morning just trying to do some thinking and reading and posting about Black Lives Matter, about these protests happening. There's a whole very long, very serious rant on my Instagram story about my thoughts on a lot of what's going on, and a bunch of tweets I posted. So please read the more serious side and watch the more serious side of all that there. We try to come here and just let go of it just for an hour and a half to kind of recharge and re-energize. But this is a very, very important moment in American history. And we thank you guys for supporting us today, for donating generously, for supporting this very, very important cause. It is far past time that we support human rights 1,000% equally across the board, because obviously. Thank you guys for being here. We love you so much. Kono Solo.
What's in the cone?